nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all. It's your buddy Big Johnny G, the Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. Yes, it's true, it's Wednesday. It is time for a brand new unboxing. And I'm so happy to be here doing it with you, showing things off, letting you see what's in some of these products, like I do every Wednesday. And I also bring a new video or something or other every day of the week. So thank you so much for showing your support and subscribing and hitting that notify bell for Two Gun Pixie. Now today's gonna be a little bit bloody, my friends, but then again, in the old days, money often was. So together we're going to get down to the table and find out what's in the Pixie's box. I'll see you down there, partner. Western Legends Blood Money, the second big box expansion, the third and final chapter, so far allegedly, of Western Legends by Kolossal Games. I have absolutely loved this game. The 20-Sided Warriors love this game. Anyone I've talked to about this game absolutely loves it. They really did a great job in the design of the game from the get-go. So now let's we also got this here correction pack, which has a bunch of stuff in it, and we'll check out after we do this. It won't be a separate video. No. I know I do that most of the time, but right now, you know what, the hell with it. This is gonna be all in one. Doesn't that excite you, Foo? Yeah, because you know that you would be the greatest Western outlaw of all time. Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? Too bad the time has passed. I know. Well, let's get in and see what we got going in here. Let's get it. Let me stop playing with the blade. Fool. All right, there we go. Now, Fool, let's get you off to a safe location over here on the side. All right, thank you. And that's a great big thank you, everyone, for the incomparable Fu Manchu as well. He loves the applause. So now, as I often say, or I guess I always say at this point there, don't I? Yeah, I think every single one of these videos at this point, I always say, always cut away from yourself. Always love it when I get the plastic off. Get that first little taste of new game box smell, you know what I mean? So some beautiful art on this. Standard to the whole series, right? Excellent. Whew, okay, so let's start with this, which is the Blood Money rules. But you're not really going to need this, and you'll see why. But yes, this is the rules for it. Very nice, playing with blood money, adding it into the game, and some of the extra components and stuff that come with it. With the risk die, yeah, spice things up. Injury cards. There are some new modules of rules and mechanics that game modes. There you go. That can be incorporated into the game to liven it up a little bit. All right, so for what that is, and you know, in all honesty, if you're buying this and you didn't get the Kickstarter thing, then you absolutely do need this. And I have never had a problem with their rules, trying to read them and understand them before. Never had a problem. And Yes. Oops. Trying to do that all fancy. So, new player turn cards. Now, these are pretty big cards, huh? If you're not familiar with the game. Like sheets. But they are so handy. And they do help every single player. And they're great to have on hand and look at while going around the table. And we got a few new tokens, like the land deeds. Yeah, you can actually buy land now. Sweet! New board. Spawn bandits. Okay. And by the way, let's see. These, look how easy that came out. Never had a problem with these either with the game. Good quality, nice, thick stock. And as you saw, it came right out, no tearing at all. Very cool. Speaking of popping right out, this is already popping right out too, which is a little stand you put together for the traveling trader. We'll have to build that later. All part for the traveling trader. Some new tokens that we got here. Let's take a look. Oh, losing a bullet. Don't want to lose bullets. So yeah, you got bullets for each player, cubes, squares, all nice wooden craftsmanship. Look good, feel good. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I wouldn't say something to necessarily write home about, but put that there for now. But they're good. Oh, that's cool. The Traveling Salesman Rolling Emporium. An Honest John. Some of these travelers were called back then, right? The Honest Johns. The Snake Oil Salesman. So, unlike the fixed areas where you can go and buy stuff, the merchants, this guy's going to be traveling around and moving around the board. Let's see how much damage we take. Let's up the ante. And cards, and cards. Al Swergenson. Ben Hodges, Tom Tobin, and Figo Baca, Texas John Slaughter, what a friendly guy, Lottie Dino, Lazen, James Bloody Arm Beckworth, Charlie Parkhurst, that sounds familiar. Buckshot Roberts. So those are the new characters, the new Western legends that you get a chance to play as. Some of the new cards. Stagecoach. Move up to 4 spaces. They pay $10 to move up to 6 instead. One dead or alive. These are 4. These are 3s. Ruthless. Ooh. Yeah. We got 2 of those. Woo! Now let's take a look at some of these. You see, here are their story cards, their goals. Yeah. Okay. Take a quick look. So for Al, we could purchase a deed or legendary item to complete the goal. Spend 1 action with no effect at any mine. Oh, that's interesting. End your turn in town with at least 2 gold nuggets to complete. And end an action with 3 or more miscellaneous items. So we're going to have cards like that for all of the new characters. And over here, okay, we got a few things going on. Deed of Land. Dark Rock Bank. Red Falls Cabaret. End of game, gain 1 legendary point for each deed you own, including this one. Oh man, nice. Maybe there's more in the other one in there. Didn't see any more here. We have things like a cattle brand. You start your turn with at least 1 cattle token. You may move 2 spaces. Let's see what else we can find here. So this one. Oh, this is the item card. Oh, we got a boot knife. And to give another player any number of wounds during your turn, gain 1 legendary point. After you lose a fight to another player, discard this card. Bullwhip. Longhorns do not reduce your movement. Reaction at the end of a move action, you may gain 1 gold nugget or 1 longhorn on the board up to 1 space away. Repeating shotgun. Now this is one of the items. Some of these items in this game, they have a plus on them. Like you see this item here has a plus. Then you can spend extra money to upgrade it to something special. Now it's not just a repeating shotgun. Now it's your old Crimson, always at your side. And they all have different names. Midnight for this one. Disturbance. Like that. Requiem. The Hammer. And Sweetie. Oh, you gotta love that, right? Ooh. Okay, and then some more. Yeah, I figured this is where the other land deed cards would be. That's really cool. Yeah, that's absolutely new to this system, is buying land, being a landowner. That was something that wasn't in the original or any of the expansions so far. So yeah, so Red Falls Doctor's Office. Sunny Hills Mine. Sunny Hills Ranch. Red Falls Saloon. And some more of the deeds. That's cool. I really like that they added that into the game. I know one of the things I was hoping they would add into the game that they didn't was hunting and trapping. But I did read something about that, and they said it was really kind of the same thing. Mechanic-wise, it was exactly the same as mining, which is why they didn't add it in. Oh, okay, so this is new to the game. These injury cards. And these apparently will affect you through the whole game. Injured hand, your hand size is reduced by 1. End of game, you're at -1 legend points. Busted hand. Discard 2 poker cards. You cannot draw more than 1 poker card each turn. Belly shot. Oh, discard 1 random poker card. Oh, and -2 legendary points at the end of the game. Wounded Pride. End of game, lose. Wow, that's a lot for wounding your pride. Close call. Okay, now we got more items for the stores. Repeating rifle. Boot knife. Oh, this for like yeah, random setup deck. There you go. That's what I thought. And then this will tell you what to draw from the items. Okay, that's understood. See, that's exactly what that says. Okay, so that goes with that. And the Rolling Emporium. So where is it going to be? Maybe in Mosquito's Point? Maybe at Dark Rock? Maybe at Buzzard Gulch? Maybe. Okay, now before we get to the extra box, we got one last set to look at here, the cards. So these are like mission cards. Local gang have grown a bit too brave. Share yourself with blood. Paying decent price for information that leads to the capture of such types. You got a whole bunch of these. Now when you complete it, turn it over, I guess, right? These are a little bit different than the story cards originally had. Gotta check that out. Woo! All right, that is very cool, but that is not it. That is not all she wrote. The large lady has not stopped singing, so we continue. In other words, it is not over. Ooh, okay, let me step this off to the side, because now we have the correction pack and stuff to check out. All right, so let's be careful opening this up. All right, yeah, I know, you're dying to see this. I know, let's get right into it. Ooh, okay, so there you go. Happy? Okay, so we got much sturdier player turns than we saw here. Larger print and yeah, sturdier stock. We also, what's this? We also got a bookmark, and we have some cards. Come here, I gotcha, little buddy. We got more cards. We got some tokens, and then we got this, and we got this, which is why I was saying if you got the Kickstarter edition, you really don't need the rules that came with this, because this has all the errata and every single rule from the entire game, from the core game to the big box expansions, the 2 big box expansions, and the the 3 small box expansions. This is the rules, the final set, everything, every single setup. If you're doing everything you can using every product, here you go. Has the whole setup. Wow, what a nice book. These pages are beautiful. They really outdid themselves with the rule book. Excellent. Update to everything, every item, every person, and yeah. Wow, actually, that should have been attached. There. It's still very cool. Woo. Let's take a look. These are redone cards, if I remember correctly, so that all the color schemes match. So I believe, I gotta double check, but I believe, yes, these are replacements, not added to the what you have already. That might be the case with these as well. Yeah, I gotta double check. I think these are replacement cards for some of the cards in the rest of the series, where there may have been some ink problems with some of the cards, or maybe some mistakes that needed to be addressed. So I don't think these are added into the deck. I'll double check. I think these are replacements. Well, you'll see about that. Living Legend. A couple of jokers. Sounds like my life. So there you go, and I am so excited. Now, I did hear some reports that if you take everything out of the core box, you can fit everything in. Like if you take out the tray and everything that's in there, the tray that's in there, you can fit everything into that, but it's going to raise up a little bit. But apparently, allegedly, they may be coming out with one last Kickstarter for Western Legends that's primarily a collection box. So, fingers crossed. Anyway, so thank you for joining me here for this unboxing of Western Legends' 3rd and final chapter in their series, Blood Money. I'm your buddy Big John at G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming, and I am here.